1957 and 1958 to penetrate land now proved to extend without limit beyond both pole points. My original disclosure of then unknown land beyond the poles in 1926 to 1928 was captioned by the press as more daring than anything Jules Verne's ever conceived. Today, 30 years later, the United States, Russia, Argentina, and other nations, the same ones that Admiral Byrd was naming off that was interested in Antarctica and the South Pole in that video, all right, the same ones, right? Russia, Argentina, other nations have bases on that realistic land extent beyond which is beyond the earth. Beyond the earth. Okay. It is not space, as theory dictates. It is land and water of the same order that comprise known earth territory. The same land and water that you see is the same land and water they got. I'm sure they got some drop, you know what I mean? Sure they got some drop, which is what we're talking about. So this work provides the first account of why it is unnecessary to attempt shooting up. That's why the rockets they launch don't go straight up, do they? Look at a rocket launch. Does it go straight up? Or is it just flying until it goes horizontal, until it goes into one of these other worlds? Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, this star, that star, this star. Oh, we come from Tau Ceti. We come from another world. They come from another land. And now you're getting hijacked by people from another land. Okay, man. This work provides the first account of why it is unnecessary to attempt shooting up or out from the terrestrial level for a journey to any of the astronomically named celestial land areas. To the stars, you don't have to shoot up to go to the stars. It relates why such attempt would be futile. These pages provide incontrovertible evidence that the same atmospheric density of this Earth prevails throughout the entire universe. Such a feature proves that, except for the presence of a gaseous sky envelope and underlying oxygen content equivalent to that of the Earth, we could never observe the luminous celestial areas designated as star or planet. It is shown here that in a determination of realistic cosmic values, the observed luminous areas of the universe about us represent celestial sky areas, and that they are as continuous and connected as all areas of this Earth's continuous and connected sky. They are as continuous and connected as all areas of this Earth's continuous and connected sky. Hence, it is shown that there are no globular and isolated bodies to be found throughout the whole universe. Body bag. Hence, it is shown that there are no globular or isolated bodies to be found throughout the whole universe. Body bag. There are elements of lens deception. Accordingly, the absence of celestial bodies precludes any possibility of bodies circling or ellipsing in space. This work is radically and rightfully opposed to astronomical conclusions of all ages. It depicts the illusions developing from all telescope observations and photographs of the universe about us. It clearly explains and vividly illustrates why those lens-developed illusions have been mistakenly accepted as facts. Lens-developed illusions, because the telescope is a telescope created for globular illusion. Lens deception. The book is therefore unparalleled in the long history of man's attempted interpretation and recording of the universe about us. It projects man's first understanding of the factual and endless universe which contains human life throughout. It is vast, length, and width, regardless of all abstract theory to the contrary. vast length and width, regardless of all abstract theories, Copernican theories to the contrary. This is a great quote right here. The discovery of new worlds. So-called Negro, listen up, because this applies to you. Because they found you here and enslaved you on your own land and said we discovered a new world. Now, when you look up the 1828 Webster Dictionary, it says the copper-colored races that were found here. So I'm talking to you. I slow it down. I don't care who wants me to go super fast because they're just information. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all they want. You come over here, you know, look, we vibing. We have a wave of communication. So I'm going to slow it down. We're going to take our time. We're going to do it right. The first time. And we're going to vibe to guitar. Love to you. I know you're at work. I know you're doing different things. I know you grinding, you know what I'm saying? Hustling, doing what you got to do. But, you know, keep the creative first, man. And let's keep getting oriented. Let's keep vibing and moving at the, you know, speed of our destiny. You know, the discovery of new worlds in matter as in mind is but the logical outcome of an infinite universe. The discovery of new worlds in matter as in mind is but the logical outcome of an infinite universe. You will always discover new worlds, no matter how far you go. It's a changing scene. All right, check this out. 1927 and 57. 1927 August. If it is so, the world we know of it. If it is so, the world we know of it. All right. I don't know what the hell that means. 28 July, Giannini. Since words cannot confirm you, words cannot deny you, it is your work and only you can give it. Wow, see, they can't confirm or deny. They can't confirm or deny. That's from the California Institute of Technology. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to confirm it, but I'm not going to deny it. California University, Robert Andrews. All right, you got to check this guy out, man. See what's going on. Giannini, if you prove your concept, it will establish the most complete physical continuity in the history of man. That's from physicist and seismologist Santa Clara. So look, that academia has been digging on Giannini is what you need to know. This is a great poem. Remember getting it last time. Check this out because it has everything to do with you. Only dreams are true. The tangible and real on which our lives are based was yesterday's ideal, a rosy picture traced by some quaint visionary, impractical, half-cracked, painting his fancies air. And now it's a solid fact. Whatsoever we hold stable, dependable, and sane was once a hopeful fable of castles built in Spain. Before the fact, the fancy, before the deed, the dream, that builds by necromancy, which is what? Sorcery. The hard material scheme. So I was telling you right now, man, that they put that sorcery on you for their material scheme. The fact, the fancy, before the deed, the dream, that builds by sorcery, witchcraft, necromancy, the hard material scheme, because it's not true. So all your towers that shimmer, your lamps that light the sky, were once a tiny glimmer within some seer's eye. They're telling you you're living in an illusion. Some seer, you know, had a twinkle in his eye. All your towers that shimmer, your lamps that light the sky, were once a tiny glimmer within some seer's eye. Man, time makes our empire scatter. Time makes our empire scatter, but we shall build anew. For only visions matter and only dreams are true.